Hello and welcome to Technology Computer Class. Today's lesson is about the light lesson and the sun. The winter solstice can begin any day between December 20th through December 23rd, but mostly lands on December 21st. This has to do with where the Earth is in orbit around the sun and how it lines up with our calendar system. This is also the beginning of winter. This is often referred to as the shortest day, but could be equally called the longest night. This is the darkest day of the year, the day with the least amount of sunlight. So it's still 24 hours, but the sunlight in the northern hemisphere is the lowest during the entire year. This also means that from every day from here on out, each day will get a little bit brighter. In fact, it will actually get brighter every day, about an average of 2 minutes and 7 seconds every day. On the historical side of things, on December 13th, there is a saint called Saint Lucy, and she is known for having the Feast of Light, which reminds us that the coming of the light of the world is very close, which would be Jesus at Christmas. Now we'll see what happens when light is blocked. It casts a shadow across surfaces, sometimes making them look very different.
We're out taking a walk looking for shadows.
Hey, look, it's a shadow. Hey, look, it looks like I'm in a cage. I'm in a cage.
The fence has a shadow, and our bodies make shadows.
So everywhere we go where there's sun, there's a shadow.
So there's going to be a shadow wherever we are. This is a place with big steps. It looks like there's zigzags.
They look like zigzags because the bench is zigzags.
It looks funny, and it looks like he has no bones at all. When he goes on to smaller stairs where there's more stairs, it looks like more zigzags. We are walking along a fence. It looks like a wiggle.
Hey, look, the shadow is getting bumped up. It's funny.
It looks like the shadow's draining in through the holes.
It's bumpy, definitely.
This wall makes a strange shadow. The wall feels bumpy. Looks like your arm and body are wiggling. A nice flat wall makes shadows that are not bumpy. We're going to try to walk through each other. There's a line. Look, it's growing. No, it's a who.
I'm an octopus.
Try making shadows in different places and see how your shadow changes.
The first activity is called
Shadow Shapes. Hi, Chirp. Chirp likes to collect things. All the objects in her collection have different shapes, and they make different shadows when you shine a light on them. Click on the object, then move it along the dots. Click again when the shadow matches the outline on the wall. Move the object closer and farther away to change its shadow.
So go ahead and click and hold on the pinwheel. And if you move it up, that's moving it farther away from the flashlight. So if I move it up, it makes it bigger or smaller. It's going to be smaller the farther away it goes. But look what happens when I go down. So I have to click and hold onto it, and I have to move it all the way down, and it makes it really big. So I'm going to go ahead and get this just right. Let's say, oh, I'll try, and I let go. It's not the same size, so you can see my shadow is much bigger than the shape they're trying to have me get. So I have to move it a little close, farther away from the light, and that's it. So I'll let go of my mouse.
You got it. You made a shadow that matches. Nice shadow matching. Let's match more shadows.
Now I have an acorn, and it looks like it's all covered up. How do I do this? Well, the acorn, when it covers up the flashlight, It's not very big, but when it covers up at the very front, it looks like it's huge. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my acorn here, click and hold it, and I'm going to move it away from the flashlight. It looks like I'm moving it up on a screen, but it's just farther away. And then when it's green, that means I have the right size. Okay, if it's orange, it means I don't. So I'm going to move it right back into that green and let go.
You did it! You matched the shadow to the shape. Great shadow matching. Let's match some more. Move the object from side to side to change its shadow.
So now I'll go ahead and grab this little funnel and I'll slide it to the right along the dotted white circles. There it is.
You made the right size shadow. That was fun. Let's go match some more shadows.
Here I have a block, and now the flashlight is at an angle. I wonder what will happen when I come at an angle. Whoa, it started on the side, and then I moved it in. And now it still looks like there's only 2 blocks on the top, a little bit different. You can kind of see that. But look at that. Now those cover up and
You
fit
got
right
it.
in.
You made a shadow that matches. Try making shadows at home with a flashlight. Can you make a shadow of your hand that's really big or really small?
I'm going to do one more and then... All right. For this one, I'm going to have to pull it down. And again, the flashlight's at an angle. So I'm going to pull it down or towards me. And look at this change because it's actually getting closer to the flashlight. So it looks pretty big.
You did it! You matched the shadow to the shape. Do you have a collection like Chirp? See what kinds of shadows the objects in your collection make. Click the flashlight that will make a shadow that matches the outline on the wall.
Now notice we got 3 flashlights, so the game has changed a little bit. The yellow shows where the light is on. If I flip and push another button or click it here, it will change where that light shines. Notice the shadow is over here, so I'm a little too far from where I want this shadow to be. This was the first one,
Try a
and that
different
leaves me
flashlight.
with just the middle one.
You made the right size shadow. Nice shadow matching. Let's match more shadows. Moving an object closer to the flashlight makes its shadow bigger.
Now, I have the pinwheel covering up almost the whole wall here. So if I click and move this, but wait a minute, why is there an orange square there? That's not the same shape. How do I change my shape? Well, we have a new box over here that we can click on. Click on this square to change your shadow object.
Look at the shape of the outline on the wall. Move the object to make a shadow that is the same shape.
Now I have the same shape. Here we
You
go.
got it. You made a shadow that matches. Great shadow matching. Let's match some more.
The game will continue about the same with a couple little different directions. So make sure you have headphones or you can hear the sound. When it's time and your teacher directs you, the next activity is going to be called Nightlight. And it's really easy because you can just go from right here. This is the game called Shadow Shapes. You're just going to click on this box, Nightlight, after this activity is done. Don't do it now, but when the activity is done, Then you can click on this for your next activity. Next activity is called Nightlight. And in this activity, you're going to be looking through the dark with your flashlight, looking for animal friends. And when you click on your flashlight, you'll
This
see an
animal
animal
is going
friend.
to hide. Use the flashlight to help Peep find the animal. Help Peep move the flashlight to find the animal hiding in the dark. There is one animal to find. Click on the animal when you find it. You found Groundhog. You found all the animals. You did it! Let's help Peep find more animals. Click on Peep to turn on the flashlight.
So click on Pete.
These are the animals to look for now. There are 2 animals to find. Click on the animals when you find them. You found Quack. Now there is 1 animal to find. You found Porcupine. You did it! Let's help Peep find more animals.
As you get farther and on the harder levels where the circle is smaller or narrower, you're going to need to click all around the animal because the sensor or the game just has a very specific
Be
spot
sure to look in all the
that will
corners.
allow the game to progress. So try clicking in many different areas. For example, you may be clicking on the head of the owl, but you'll need to be focused on the wing for it to progress and count it in the game.
You found Hoot. Now you found Squirrel. I bet Squirrel is pretty sleepy being out so late. You found Bat. You found Frog. You did it! Let's help Peep find more animals.
This is your last main activity. However, you'll see at the bottom, you can select from some other games. Just pay attention. The orange triangle is a video and the green is a game to select.